Mr. Bharti sir has ample experience in working in corporates. On the basis of SAFE, he has been the chief advisor for Third Wave Power and have been in many other projects. So today I welcome you all students of BBA E4C, and Sanjay sir would be addressing you on the same point.
So start.
So we can start.
Is the prescribed format?
That's totally fine. However you want to even use the board. Yes. Whatever you want to start.
Great. First, let me understand business model canvas. So, has there been a session on this to understand business model canvas?
This would be the first for them. They have attended e-business models, e-commerce, but not specifically how to, run a traditional business or whatever they want to start, or they have a family business.
No. So, do not get scared by this word, because we in management are very smart at creating words. You understand business? You understand model? Englishman, you understand business? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
You understand model?
Yes, sir.
You understand the combination of it?
Yes.
Business model? Whatever this is in English,
Yes, sir.
business ka model.
Yes, sir.
And then canvas is nothing, canvas is canvas. It's so simple. But I think they are trying to say that the way just the plan with this thing, there's a canvas of business models. He might be trying to say this. Now, I will, for the first few minutes, not say 10 minutes, 12 minutes or 15 minutes, I will try to remain theoretical, because theories are very important. And when I say theory, I will not talk about business model and canvas. I just want to tell you, I want to understand from you, whenever you do anything, it may be you as a student might be thinking 5 years down the line, there must be something in your mind while you are taking up this case. And by this time you must have learned that organizations or business organizations are also, in a way, human beings. Because they keep growing year after year. One way of looking at it, like organizations are also living entity. So as a human being, now we have a plan. We think my 5 years should look like this, and then we say, in order to be like that after 5 years, first year should look like this, second year should look like this. This is the way. And everything is planned like this. In order to make you a good manager, somebody says to start with BBA, then do MBA, and MBA has some internship, and as a result of it, you say you're fit for being manager. Somehow things are planned that way. And everything that you are doing today has a purpose attached to this. Purpose could be your own business. Purpose could be your father's business. Purpose could be someone else's business. But there must be a purpose. And if there is not a purpose, then there is no use being here. Then there is no use doing anything. These purposes are not very small thing. Sometimes we underestimate the power of purpose. The story that is coming to my mind, all of you must have read or understand the way cars are being manufactured. The cars are manufactured assembly line. There was a time when some executive from America went to a car manufacturing company's workshop in Japan. And what they saw at the end of it, Americans were watching Japanese car manufacturing workshop. I have repeated this. So at the last stage, what they saw, the 4 gates were being fitted, and all the Americans were waiting, and then the car was made out of the assembly line. It was ready to go out of the workshop. All the Americans in the institute were waiting that someone will come and check that the right fitment of the gate along with the car body. This step was not taken at Japanese workshop. They waited for 10-15 minutes, and this forced them to ask people, why have you not checked Why have you not checked whether this gate is properly fitting with the body of the car? Then Japanese executive said, this is not part of my SOP. My SOP is a standard operating process for this car manufacturing, ends here. But the Americans say, but in my SOP, there is one more step. When some what do you call it, ITI kind of people, supplement. And if they find that the gate is not fitting properly, then they do something. Fokatoki, rubber fitting, they do something. But Japanese say, this is not part of the workshop. But how come this is not part of your SOP? They say, this is not part of my SOP because right at the beginning we thought that gate of the car should properly fit with the body of the car. Hence we focus on the design of the gate right at the beginning. We try to see the compatibility of gate car structure with my car body structure. Hence we are not worried at all. Now I will ask you a question. Could you see the difference? Could you see the difference? If this difference is somebody means the management of that Japanese car company thought that my car should be a great car. But do you think that American management company didn't thought so? They also thought so. That's why they checked everything. They checked the fitment of gate with the body at the end. Their intention was also to give a great car to the customer. Japanese were also aiming the same thing. But there was slight difference. Somebody took care of this right at the beginning, and somebody took care of this at the end of it. Might look like a small story. Now if I ask you a question, if the fitment of the gate of the car with the body was thought right at the beginning, what might have been the manpower, what have been the structural design team of that car company, what they focused. So it's not a small thing that somebody is thinking at the beginning and somebody is thinking at the end. This is not a small thing. If somebody thought at the beginning, he focused on the design of the gate, he focused on the design of the body of the car, it means in assembly line equipped to do this. In American company, they thought they can live with this. For example, Japanese thought my structural design manager should be of category A. This company thought I can afford to have category B because I will take care of this here. Japanese company thought I will not invest any money at the end of it by deploying some very, very junior kind of engineer to check the fitment of it. Or imagine organizational design, organizational structure would have been very different. If just imagine an organogram. Do you understand the organogram? Manager, senior manager, in their organogram, Japanese organogram might have been different than American.
Yes.
Or even if both of them will look the same, the level of skill at the same level must have been different, isn't it? In Japanese company, the structural design manager would have been category A here, A minus, B. So even the organizational structure is the same, the skill set, the orientation might have been very different. So what is the point that I'm trying to drive here? Despite the outcome is the same, the organization may be very different. The organization may be very. You can, as you must have heard, you can copy everything. The Japanese car company organizational structure might be copied by this American company, but if the intention is, I will sort out this problem at the end, and this is no, I will sort out this problem at the beginning, the things will change. This is what business model is all about. We say, I am raising a FMCG company. For example, so there is a FMCG company, the great company called HUL, PNG. You say, I will copy everything from there. You can copy. But the way you govern, the way your thought process is, that will determine so many things. So business model could be copied, but the essence of business model is very difficult to copy. It is purely a function of the way the promoter, the top management of the company thinks. Right? The business model, the source of success does not lie in business model. Because the business model, everybody's business model is written, it is visible, available for everyone, but the essence of it is very difficult to capture. It will be defined by the way the entire management team thinks. So have I driven my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's okay.
Can I have a glass of water?
Yes, I'll get it.
Okay. Why there should be a need for business model? Why there should be a need for business model? Why can't we understand there is a product, there is a customer, in lieu of product, customers will pay me money, I am making it, somebody buying it, and we are earning it. Business looks so simple, isn't it?
Yes.
There is a product, there is a customer, match them, earn money. Why there is a need for a business model?
To make it easy.
To make it easy, very good.
Smooth functioning.
Keep saying. What do you mean by smooth functioning?
Like all the operations that involve from the initial stage, that is raw material conversion in a final product, the steps involved should be smooth and continuous, and no interruption should be there.
Very good. I just give you one question like now. A smooth functioning means like in 3 months, 4 months you will know the procurement raw material is this, rate is this is this. And that could be made known to everyone. So my question to you is it's just like one-time knowledge seeking from all the source.
Dynamic as well, because it keeps on, with due course of time there will be some changes. You should introduce those changes and keep implementing on regular basis.
Future, he is saying smooth functioning so that we can take care of future. And the business environment is never stagnant.
Yes, as I said, it's dynamic.
It's dynamic. Like एक line, when you add one more line, so it becomes very good answer. So why business model means business environment is dynamic. And in order to recognize that dynamism, what we need information. Why do we need information?
Analyze what we have to do to plan the future.
To plan.
For the clarity.
Good answer.
To plan, to analyze, to evaluate everything, and we can achieve.
Why
our
do you
future
want
goals.
to plan, analyze,
To achieve the future goals we have set.
to achieve the future goal? How can we achieve the future goal? Why do we need information? Why do we need analysis of data?
To achieve our goals.
Good answer.
डाटा तो चाहिए ना कि आगे करना कैसे है. अब लाइक
डेटा एनालाइज हो गया,
हाँ.
उससे क्या होगा?
पता चल जाएगा कि
आपने डेटा एनालाइज किया इनके लिए, ये क्या करेंगे उसका?
मैंने एनालाइज किया कि इनको चाहिए क्या, नीड क्या
उसको
है.
यूज करेंगे डेटा
उस
को।
हिसाब
यूज
से
करने का मतलब क्या होता है?
एग्जीक्यूट चाहिए।
उस हिसाब से
इन सब का आप सब सही बोल रहे हो, लेकिन इसका एक मैनेजमेंट टर्म होता है ना, somebody will decide.
यस.
Somebody will decide based on the
Basically, it helps in decision making.
एक डिसीजन मेकिंग. जब ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का एनवायरनमेंट डायनामिक है, एक्सटर्नल एनवायरनमेंट और इंटरनल भी डायनामिक होता है, तो आपको बिजनेस मॉडल इसलिए नहीं चाहिए कि मेरे को वर्क फ्लो डिसाइड करना है कि मेरा रॉ मटेरियल यहाँ से आके पहले यहाँ जाता है, पहले यहाँ जाता है, फिर एक तो वर्क फ्लो हो गया, आप वो डिसाइड. लेकिन बिजनेस मॉडल वो वन टाइम एक्सरसाइज नहीं. अब when you have these workflows are very important. I am not underestimating the importance of workflow, operational flow. These things are very important. But the thing is that these business environment is never stagnant, things keep changing. So even if your workflow is well defined, you will have to take decisions.
Yes.
You will have, second thing is, business model is needed. Business model is needed so that we can repeat the same process again and again. Education situation, business environment, for example, COVID is the biggest thing that all of us have seen. So business environment has changed, your workflow is the same. At that point of time, if the external environment has changed, will the decision change or not?
Yes.
Decision will change, huh?
Yes.
And what is the role of business model in decision? Unless there is a business model, you will not understand how these external changes are affecting me. If there is no workflow, you will never know that this particular external changes will affect my procurement of raw material. Maybe because of the change of the circumstances, the price of raw material has gone down. For example, I am taking ulta example. Price of raw material has gone down. Now you have to take decision. Since you have a business model, you will come to know that if the price of raw material has gone down, is it a time to be opportunist and buy so many of them, so much of them, and produce good? Or it is not wise to do so and let a status quo prevail. If you have business model, you will come to know this. If there is no business model, you will never come to know this, whether I can be opportunist and take advantage of external changes. For example, I'm just elaborating this. The cost of raw material is down. You think, let me produce an inventory of 6 months, but the financial workflow part of it will say that you have only so much cash, your kharchas are like this, so that you may not be able to take advantage of this decline in price. Or you can, in place of 6 months, just think of 4 months, just think of 2 months and take advantage. In your entire business model, if there is a business insight team, they can say that everybody has the opportunity to buy raw material at this price. So it would never be wise to do so. We let insight could tell you to do more. But if there is no insight department, who will tell you to do more or less? Because if raw material price has gone down, this price has gone down for everyone. If it has gone down, then some insight team should be able to say that whether this is an advantageous situation for us or not an advantageous situation for us. So since the price has gone down, let us remain at the same level of business and increase the bottom line. Book profit, more profit. Somebody can suggest you that also. So whole thing is that if there is no business model in place, right decisions cannot be taken. And right decision, why right decision will not be taken? Because a business model comprises workflow, which is on paper, but there is a person or system in place who runs that particular workflow. Like at every juncture of workflow, there will be a person in charge. Is it or not? Since we are deliberating upon the raw material, so there is a procurement department, there is a head of procurement. Under him, there is somebody who is sourcing material X, somebody is sourcing material Y. So this is a department. If this is not there, the right information will not flow. If right information will not flow, right decisions may or may not be taken. So the takeaway is, first takeaway was for you, like the purpose or the intention of the management team has a lot to do with the way business model will look like. This I help you understand with the help of car workshop example.
Yes.
There what I was trying to say to you, it may be that organizational structure, model are looking the same, but what matters, the efficacy of business model lies in its essence, not in the paper wala. मैं कि मेरा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन भी स्ट्रक्चर भी सेम है, मेरे पास भी 5 इंजीनियर है, मेरे पास भी 10 इंजीनियर है. the intention with which that business model has been prepared, that determines success or failure of that model. Second thing is like business model is needed because business environment is dynamic, or I should say ultra dynamic. If there is no model in place, right amount of information will not flow to make right decisions. And right decisions are very important for the survival of organization. है ना? When I say this now, business model should not be overrated also. If you have a business model, that doesn't mean that information, right amount of information at right point of time is flowing to you and you are taking right decisions. It's not true. Because decision making is the hardest part. As I just gave an example, somebody can say that price has gone down, buy more, sell more. Somebody said no, price has gone down.
Competition will increase.
So don't buy. And this is not an easy situation. For the person who is giving this insight, this is not an easy situation because he will have to assume what kind of data he will have to analyze to come to a conclusion whether this is a favorable situation or unfavorable situation. So the presence of business model does not say that all the decisions that will be taken in the organization will be right. Okay? But definitely if there is a business model, you will definitely come to know why my decision went wrong. In the absence of business model, so, let me define differently. Decisions can always be right or wrong, irrespective whether there is a business model or there is not a business model. But if there is a business model, you will come to know why my decision was right, why my decision was wrong. So that, and this is very beneficial for the future of the organization. कभी कभी हम लोग आपस में बातें आप करते होंगे तो देखिए उसका बिजनेस सेंस बड़ा अच्छा है, बोलते हैं ना, उसका तो इंट्यूशन है, बट जिसका बोल इंट्यूशन है, जिसका बोलो बिजनेस सेंस अच्छा है, बोले तेरे में क्या इतनी ताकत है कि तुम यही इंट्यूशन यूज कर कर के इस कंपनी को 10 साल चला दोगे, वो बैकआउट कर जाएगा, है ना? कभी कभी आप इसको स्टॉक मार्केट बोलते हैं कि मैं बहुत पैसे बना रहा हूँ, मैं काफी पैसे बना रहा हूँ, मैं तो इंट्यूटिवली प्ले कर रहा हूँ, है ना? आप इंट्यूटिवली प्ले करते हो तो कैन यू टेक a guarantee that every time I can keep playing this intuition and keep making money? नहीं होता ना सर. जब बन गया पैसा तो he just come forward से कि मेरा इंट्यूशन काम कर गया, और जब नहीं बना पैसा उसका तो चुपचाप कोने में बैठा हुआ है. तो होता क्या है, अगर आप उस चीज को बार बार रिपीट कर सकते हो, मेरा इंट्यूशन, मेरे में होता था कुछ भगवान का दिया हुआ कुछ ऐसी ताकत है कि मैं समझ जाता हूँ स्टॉक मार्केट को, तो अगर आप इसको अगले 5 साल में बार बार रिपीट करके बार बार सेम गेन कर सकते हो, तो देन योर इंट्यूशन इज वेरी गुड फॉर मी. एंड अगर वो आपका इंट्यूशन 10% टाइम हमारे काम आता है तो वो काम करना ही है मेरे लिए. आई कैन नॉट रन माई बिजनेस, छोड़ो बिजनेस, वो आप अपना फ्यूचर भी नहीं बना सकता उस पर, है ना? हो सकता है 100 रुपए का गेम खेल जाए मगर 10 रुपए का गेम वो अपने इंट्यूशन पे ना खेले. Am I driving my point? कि बिजनेस मॉडल होने का मतलब क्या होता है कि यू विल कम टू नो व्हाई माय डिसीजन वेंट रॉन्ग. और अगर राइट था तो इस गलत फहमी में कोई ना रह जाए कि उस सीईओ का दिमाग इतना तेज था ना, उस सीईओ के दिमाग की वजह से बिजनेस राइट हो गया डिसीजन, है ना? ऐसे भी इंप्रेशन बहुत सारी छोटी छोटी कंपनियां रहती हैं कि मेरा स्मार्ट सीईओ, मेरा स्मार्ट सीएफओ राइट डिसीजन ले लेता है. दैट नीड्स टू बी अंडरस्टूड बाय यू पीपल. ये कितना बड़ा बात कर रहा है. जहाँ
प्रॉफिट ज़्यादा है 200 के लॉस से, उनका प्रॉफिट इससे बहुत ज़्यादा है, 200 का लॉस उनको क्या ही है।
और स्टार्टिंग में अगर 200 का लॉस
स्टार्टिंग में अलग बात है, बट अब तो क्या ही है, अब तो
नहीं आप
अगर लॉसेस को आप
फ्यूचर में वो बेनिफिशियल होता है, फिर हम आपसे
यही ना अंडरस्टैंडिंग आपकी गलत है।
ये गलत
इसी को मैं चैलेंज करने आया हूँ।
हो वैसे।
अगर आप समझ रहे हो ना कि वो ऐसा क्यों कर रहा है, वो सिर्फ इसलिए कर रहा है उसका वैल्यू ऐसा है। मैंने आपको कन्वीनियंस देने का कॉज किया था बिकॉज साइज डिफरेंट था, तो आपको इनकन्वीनियंस कॉज हो गया, हेंस आई एम रेडी टू टेक दैट रिटर्न, है ना, डिस्पाइट आई एम एट लॉस। आप समझते क्या हो ना कि चूंकि उसका सिस्टम ऐसा है कि ऐसे इंसिडेंट्स बहुत कम होते हैं, चूंकि उसका सिस्टम ऐसा है इसलिए ऐसे इंसिडेंट्स कम होते हैं, इसलिए उसको पिंच नहीं करता, है ना। लेकिन आप अगर उसके सिस्टम स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं रहेंगे, ये सिस्टम कहाँ से आया है, उसके वेबसाइट होता है ना, कि आपसे गलतियां कम होती हैं, उसने मेहनत किया है इस इंसिडेंट्स को कम करने के लिए। और आज हम समझते हैं वेबसाइट पे ये नहीं है कि 48 49 की तरह से हो जाता है, इसके पीछे बहुत बड़ा साइंस है, देयर टेक्नोलॉजी इज लाइक बहुत कुछ है उसमें। तो इसको मैं इसको ट्रिविलाइज नहीं कर सकते हो आपकी 200 रुपए की बात, 200 रुपए की बात नहीं है। अगर उनका सिस्टम गलत रहेगा और 50% चीजें रिटर्न हो जाएंगी उनकी, तो कल वो बैंकक्रप्ट हो जाएंगे, सबसे बिग कंपनी तुरंत बैंकक्रप्ट हो जाएगी। अदर वे राउंड, अगर वो बोले कि मैंने लिख दिया नो क्वेश्चन आस्क्ड और मैं नहीं लौटाऊंगा, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, इंडिया के कस्टमर दबा दूंगा उसको, तो भी वो बैंकक्रप्ट हो जाएगा। तो उनका दो काम करना है ना, कि अगर लौटने का इंसिडेंस मेरे को कम करना है, सो दैट मैं, अब कन्वीनियंस का हिस्सा ही तो है वो। अगर आपको अपना कपड़ा खरीदना है, कलर जानना चाहते हो, तो मैं कलर को इस तरह से डिफाइन करूंगा, यू आर वेरी श्योर व्हाट माइंड है कि नहीं है, ताकि मेरा रिटर्न ही कम हो। तो वो यहाँ पे भी काम करेंगे और इसके बाद भी गलती हो जाएगी तो भी रिटर्न कर लेंगे। दोनों में से कहीं एक का मिस्टेक होगा तो बैंकक्रप्ट होने में उनको देर नहीं लगेगा। तो इसको आप अपने एग्जाम्पल से इसको मैं बोलता हूँ कि ट्रिब्यूनलाइज कर दो। वो तो इतना कमाता 200 रुपये से क्या हो जाएगा, वो 200 रुपया मान 1 करोड़ ऑर्डर सर्विस करते हैं वो, और 30% ऑर्डर लौट गया उनका, जो लेना कल वो बैंक आपसे फाइल कर देंगे। उन्होंने मेहनत किया, मेहनत क्यों किया है, जस्ट टू ऑनर द वैल्यू, गिव माय कस्टमर कन्वीनियंस देना चाहता हूँ, आई मीन इट, चाहे वो उस ट्रांजैक्शन में मेरे लॉस के कॉस्ट पे क्यों ना हो। तो वो पॉइंट क्या है ना, कि जब अपने वैल्यू को लोग उस हद तक मीन करते हैं ना, आई विल डू एनीथिंग फॉर यू व्हेन इट कम्स टू इन दिस केस कन्वीनियंस, तो जाकर के वो वैल्यू लार्जर देन लाइफ होता है, वो तब जाकर खड़ों के मन में बैठता है। और आपका जितना भी न्यू जनरेशन कंपनी, इसी एग्जाम्पल से आप चाहे पेटीएम को वेलुएट करो, चाहे मेक माई ट्रिप को वेलुएट करो, ऑल इंडियन बिजनेसेस व्हाट वी लर्न, दिस वाज नॉट आवर वे ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस, वी लर्न इट थ्रू दीज कंपनीज। वो क्या बोलते हैं कि जो रिस्क कस्टमर नहीं ले सकता है ना, वो सारा रिस्क हम लेंगे, है ना।
yes sir।
जैसे मैं कपड़े खरीदूंगा तो मेरे को ओवर साइज हो जाएगा, ये रिस्क कस्टमर नहीं ले सकता है, तो वो रिस्क मैं लूंगा। इंडियन स्टाइल क्या था कि मैंने बेच दिया तो हमारा तो रिश्ता खत्म। तो इसलिए मैं एक पॉइंट कि आपका बिजनेस मॉडल, आपका पर्पस कितना वेल डिफाइंड है, उसकी वजह से अगर आप बिजनेस मॉडल बनाएंगे तो सक्सेस के चांस ज़्यादा है।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
नहीं, that's okay. Let's get it done. Sir, please take a seat back. Yes, you hope you understood the idea why I wanted to conduct this business model canvas for you students. This was very, very insightful, getting more knowledge of real life experiences. Sir has been to so many organizations in the past few years, and this was something that was more of getting to know. It was theoretical, but the knowledge was kind of practical. And this would surely be helping you all, into coming when you would be moving towards your jobs as well. Because the ideas nowadays, they are being taken from the employee. Someday you would be going to the higher level management, or you would be running your own business. So these are the basic things that any canvas. You know, you draw a painting. So you can choose your colors. You choose your ideas that you will be putting on the sheet. This is how a business model canvas works. You have a canvas, that's your life, or your time, or your money. Where do you want to put it? How do you want to put it? That's up to you. This is where your business model idea would come in. Now I request Dr. Jatin to felicitate Mr. Sanjay Bharti sir. Really and insightful and fruitful it would be for the students. These are fourth semester students. I hope they will understand all your points.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.